What's up, YouTube? Allswine here. So today I found something honestly pretty crazy that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm sure you've seen the title and the thumbnail, so you know what's coming more so, but I want to cover some of the other cool stuff that I found while exploring around, and then I'll show you the big reveal near the end, while also discussing some of the stuff I've seen along the way. As always, if you like the video and you like the videos I post, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, guys. So, first I have the Lioness Northern Front. I was looking around and I seen there's actually a picture of Camelot, or a map of Camelot. And there's a couple little things on the map. A little Camelot with a crown. So, I'm assuming Camelot and things kind of adjacent to that will be coming to the game, or at least in some capacity. So, like maybe Merlin, Arthur, Lancelot. And on this one over here, you can actually see there's some pages. I want to say I haven't seen them anywhere else in the game, but I'm going to be honest, I didn't look too thoroughly. But outside the map, these pictures are spread everywhere. And there is a wanted poster here with what looks to be some sort of yellow-haired character with maybe like demon energy kind of flowing around them and some horns. I want to say it kind of looks like Meliodas in like his, big demon boy form, but honestly it was kind of hard to tell. Maybe it was the girl from the Ten Commandments. I wasn't too sure. It just looked like a blonde character of some sort, with some form of, like I said, demon energy kind of flowing around him. This is a bit further into the northern front. You can see kind of like a wasteland battlefield here. Some, big battles probably went on here or are going to go on here. And then you can see a bit further ahead, there's this big sand dome, which there's two of them on the map that we know of. And inside of this one, we've got some sort of like camp of some sort with, a bunch of catapults and whatnot. Maybe there's like a siege, or this is some sort of like fob for whatever faction this is. You can also see I kind of look around here, try to get an idea of what's going on here. There wasn't much more in the way of clues, so there wasn't a lot of like, crazy details or anything I could make out that would make a lot of sense. So I kind of flew off, just continued. This is the Temple of the Undying that is right above where the Manticore fight is. As you can see, there was kind of like a goddess statue in the middle, flying up here towards the temple. It's got a pretty cool inside to it. I'm not too sure what this will be used for, but I can imagine it's a boss fight of some sort. Further outside the map, you've got a few different little villages that don't seem like they have too much in the way of worth. There's some interesting little things here and there, but ultimately nothing too crazy, nothing I could find that was like, super in the way of detail, giving us any sort of understanding of what's to come next. I did find this little oasis over here that was kind of interesting to me. There's not really anything added to it yet, but it was kind of just a nice little place to find. It's got a nice little body of water and, waterfall. Another place that I stumbled across was this giant village. It's got a big tower in the middle of it with a bunch of ladders going up it, and this big manor off to the side. I'm not too sure what this is going to be used for, but once again, please go to the comments and let me know if this sticks out to you in any way, or if this looks like somewhere from the anime that I'm just not remembering. And once again, you can see these pages are kind of scattered all over the place. They're kind of all through the village. I don't know, once again, if they're inside the map or if they have spots inside the map, but from what I've seen, they are everywhere, from this little place next to Vanya all the way to the Lioness Northern Front. Another thing that's worth noting is just how detailed this place is currently, so I want to assume that this will be in the next update. I mean, it has a lot of detail to it. That's obviously in contrast to the next place I'm going to show you, which has very minimal detail to it and a lot of assets still being worked on. So I'm not sure if this will be in the next update or if they're just actively working on it and it'll be in updates to come. You can see the pipes over here that kind of have a texture to be decided, you know, like it's obviously not ready yet, it's missing textures and stuff. If you know what this place looks like or like what it might be used for, if you have a theory, by all means please go to the comments and let me know. I also recorded this place. It was kind of interesting because it looks like the little statue in the center reminds me of the one you used to summon the red demon, so maybe it'll be another demon summoning spawn. And then there's this big, almost looks like arena outside, but it's definitely got a doorway that leads into the inside of it. Then there was this little spirit tree. It looked like maybe like a little magic tree. It's got like little runes all over it. Not sure what this could be. By all means, go to the comments and let me know. I also flew to the top of the big white mountain. There wasn't a lot up here. It kind of looks like more of a volcano from the inside of it, maybe like a frozen over volcano, but it's definitely not super textured yet, so there's probably a lot more they'll add to it. And now finally, the place that everybody was waiting for, the tavern. Flying up to it, honestly, I wasn't sure what it was going to be. All the way around it, you know, you can't really get like a full perspective of what it might be. It kind of just, you know, looks like a giant rock. But then flying up the stairs, you get this weird mixture of voices all saying okay, and it gives you a subtitle for it. I wasn't quite sure why that happened. And I apologize for me not having the original audio of it saying okay, but it was definitely like a jumble of voices. And once you head inside, you can see very clearly that this is Escanor'S Tavern. He's got his big ol' axe sitting up above. I tried walking into the vault and kind of looking around in there, and there wasn't really anything of interest in there at all. I also had Bug doing backflips, which kind of had me laughing. But long story short, not a whole lot in here at the moment, but it is definitely detailed enough for me to think that this is coming soon, like very soon. Another thing to note is that when you actually walk up to the tavern for the first time and you head up the stairs, the door is kind of open sometimes and closed others, and it has My Sweet Gluttony on it. So if anybody has any theories about that, by all means, meet me in the comments. Alright guys, I feel like this stuff was pretty awesome to find, while other parts were still a bit too unfinished to assume. But the big thing to note is that Escanor'S Tavern will be a part of the story, and it will be coming to the game, along with our boy Escanor. If you've seen something interesting in this video, and you want to talk about it, or theorize about stuff, you know, maybe coming updates, and you want to discuss it, please, by all means, head down to the comment section below. I'll be there. I'll be talking along with y'all. So just see me on down there, and let's talk about some more 7 Deadly Sins.